Hello. I was shuffling the Rumi Oracle Pocket Edition, and this is the card that fell out. I surge on the uprising wave of love. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. You are going through a cycle moved by forces stronger than your will. This is a karmic period with grander cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great. Surrender to oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. Receiving this card is quite synchronistic for me. What I noticed before I clicked play, as I read the message on the card, I think one of the words caught my attention, the word wave. And that made me think of some notes or dictation that I took last night. 144 on the timer when I looked up. Last night I was listening/watching a video related to quantum mechanics, and the message really resonated with me. This is something very new to me, quantum mechanics. It is something, well, the video articulated so articulately what I have been feeling intuitively. So the message that I was listening to, there was nothing necessarily new to me. I resonated because there was already an intuitive knowing or understanding. I just didn't and still do not have the language to articulate quite so eloquently as the video, the content creator that I watched last night. So this word wave, it stood out to me. And then I looked to my notes that I transcribed while listening to the video last night. And here it is. I'll read you a portion of it. I'll probably make a separate video on the notes that I took. Okay. The sacred pause is where the quantum field gathers itself, rearranging the unseen threads of reality before the next surge of motion. It's the moment the wave curls before it rises again. But for the human mind, stillness feels uncomfortable. We've been trained to equate silence with stagnation, waiting with wasted time. Yet in the quantum sense, waiting is not empty. It's pregnant with potential. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. Beneath the surface, energy is aligning, recalculating, preparing to manifest in ways the conscious mind can't predict. So, reading the word wave, and then me thinking, 444 now on the timer, me thinking of the passage that I just read to you because I remembered the word wave was in there. But then I looked back on the card and I saw the word surge, and There's the word surge right here, and I even highlighted it. I circled it in red, the word surge. Let me read it. The sacred pause is where the quantum field gathers itself, rearranging the unseen threads of reality before the next surge of motion. And there's the word uprising. The word rises in here too. The next sentence. It's the moment the wave curls before it rises again. So you may be right now in the sacred pause. Many of us in the collective, that is what we're experiencing. And this message that I read to you is a beautiful, in my opinion, explanation of what is happening. A quantum explanation of what is happening. And the message on the card, it says, surrender to oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. This is a time of surrender, making me think of the Hanged Man card in the Tarot. Surrender to oneness makes me think of interconnectedness. How we are all working together, even in stillness. Our energies, our vibrations are intertwining with the quantum field, surrendering, having faith in our inner knowing, having faith that the energies are indeed rearranging themselves. It says right here, the sacred pause is where the quantum field gathers itself, rearranging the unseen threads of reality, interconnectedness, unseen threads of reality before the next surge of motion, from stillness to motion. I'm filming this in early February of 2026. We are heading into the year of more forward momentum, the year of the fire horse, beginning February 17th, 2026. This moment of stillness, as the message says, is not empty. It is pregnant with potential. And you know, you can feel it intuitively. You can't see movement, but you know that there are things happening behind the scenes, beneath the surface, despite what the conscious mind may try to convince you of. Now, looking at the word wave also made me think of this common quote, so I looked that up before clicking record. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. That's by Deepak Chopra. Similarly, you are not just the drop in the ocean. You are the mighty ocean in the drop. That's by Rumi. No idea that. See the synchronicities. See how the universe is always communicating with us. The beauty of divine order. I'm sure that you are noticing many synchronicities, not only number synchronicities. And you are responding with gratitude, reverence, with a sense of wonder. You know, intuitively. There's an inner knowing. That faith is stronger now. That frequency of faith is stronger now. Even though the ego may be loud, may be louder. It's very showy, right? Very ostentatious. That's the old paradigm. Trying to hang on for dear life, but you've already moved on. Your frequency has changed. You're at a different octave now. And that's why maybe it feels even more uncomfortable, because the energies of the past and the present are so dissonant. You are exactly where you are meant to be. This stillness is sacred, pregnant with potential. That makes me think of the Empress card in the Tarot. Pregnant with potential. Fertile with potential. And the message in regards to the wave, the ocean, again, reminding us of our interconnectedness with all of creation, and that, well, it just conveys just how powerful you are. All of creation, we are working together. We are interconnected. Oneness. Surrender to oneness. It is a divine orchestration. We are part of the symphony being created on planet Earth. We are parts of the whole. You are not just a drop in the ocean. You are the mighty ocean in the drop. And I am starting to learn, still very much a beginner, about the observer effect, explained through quantum mechanics. We are not just the neutral observer. We are also what is being observed. When I first heard that, I think I saw it on a YouTube short, and I was like, okay, that's it. Enough. So many things, so many different perspectives. I get that we're the observer, but we're also the observed? Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready at that time, but there was already a seed within me. It was a breadcrumb, a dormant breadcrumb. And then now recently, my curiosity was awakened yet again. And there are the frequency of synchronicities. Well, they've caught my attention, and I have chosen to follow those breadcrumbs. The message resonates with me. There is a seed within me, has been a seed within me already. And by following these breadcrumbs, just paying attention to how I'm feeling when I'm listening to or reading certain content, and the resonance That is a clue. I don't even know if what I said made sense. But as I mentioned, that quote that I read to you about the sacred pause, I'm likely going to make a separate video on this because I wrote I transcribed a lot of what I was listening to, almost just everything. Practically everything resonated with me. There wasn't any new information, but it was articulated in a way that just resonated within. There was an inner knowing, and I'm sure you know what that feels like. Knowing without knowing, that feeling. Yeah, I'm reading this, a phrase here that I underlined here. It says, you are both the experiment and the observer. The conscious mind will be like, huh? But there's a resonance there, and I'm going to follow the breadcrumbs. The synchronicities really are undeniable. I can't unsee them. I choose not to. There is a resonance. All right. Whew. Let's just read this one more time. I surge on the uprising wave of love. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. You are going through a cycle moved by forces stronger than your will. This is a karmic period with grander cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great. Surrender to oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. And so it is. Okay. Let's put this away. Let's go to Tarot, see what comes out. Wow, we have the Star. Inspiration, hope, divine wisdom. Makes me think of the closing line on the Rumi card. Surrender to oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. We also have the world. Worldly success, achievement, triumph. And looking at the Star card, where she's pouring into the water here, it makes me think of the quotes that I read by Deepak Chopra and Rumi. And that first line in the Rumi card, you are going through a cycle moved by forces stronger than your will. Cycles. Cycles. Yeah, the world. A brand new cycle. A grand cycle. It says there, this is a karmic period with grander cycles affecting smaller ones. There's a grand divine plan. Balance is being restored. Give and take, fair exchange of energies, giving and receiving. We have the Six of Pentacles, giving, receiving, charity, equity in the material world. Five of Pentacles, struggle, lack, insecurity, old paradigms dissolving at this time, during this sacred pause. Queen of Cups, intuitive, compassionate, sensitive. I surge on the uprising wave of love. We mentioned the Empress. Here she is. The Empress. Creativity, nurture, divine mother. Wow. Compassionate, nurturing energy here. Healing. The beginning of new cycles. Balance. Whew. 10 of Pentacles. Community, legacy, wealth, inheritance. This is the magnificent unfolding. Now we have the High Priestess, intuition, divine feminine mysteries. Wow. Okay. We have the Empress and the High Priestess. The Star, the world. Pregnant with possibilities, right? The sacred pause. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean nothing is happening. And you know intuitively. Anything else, Spirit? Choosing wisely, reality versus illusion. Seven of Cups. Reality versus illusion. That may be arising with you right now. To use your discernment to continue listening to your intuition. Instead of the thoughts and beliefs that you have deprogrammed of yourself. Oh my goodness. The Emperor. Leadership, order, divine masculine. Okay, now we have divine counterparts. The Empress. The Emperor. But also, it's an indication of your sovereignty. How you've stepped into your sovereignty, your personal sovereignty, your divinity, the balance within you of masculine and feminine energies. You are holding strong to your inner knowing despite limiting thoughts. That again, as I said, you have released, deprogrammed yourself of the mindset of scarcity, lack. This is pretty good. I don't know, should I go on? You already have like how many major arcana cards? Let's stop here. Okay. We have temperance, harmony, moderation, right action. Yeah, you've alchemized. This is the pregnant pause. All is going in divine right order. We also have the Two of Wands, big dreams, planning, visualization. Hold on to the vision. Hold on to your inner knowing. The scales are balancing. Yeah, balance. Okay. I'm going to stop it there. Thank you so much. Take care.